What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. This is part of my re-upload series, if you want to call it that. I'm not making it a playlist, but I'm just re-uploading some videos that I had taken down about a year ago when I was starting a different channel because there was some conflict with YouTube and da-da-da-da-da-da. I've since resolved whatever fears I had about what YouTube might do to me. So these are re-uploads. So some of these are from like 2 years ago. And my editing style and the video quality was different then versus now in some cases. So anyway, here's the re-upload. I hope you enjoy it. Some of you may have seen this already. And that's it. All right, guys, enjoy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Dom. This is Rockin' the Country. And we are doing another Tyler Childers song. Arky Mama, you requested the song Purgatory, and I didn't look this up. Please forgive me, but I have a feeling a lot of you guys would have requested this because I've done, what, 6 or 8 of Tyler's songs so far?
I was 18 years old. I fell madly, truly, and deeply in love with a 24-year-old Catholic girl from Ohio. And not long after we met and started courting, she broke up with me. And at the time, I was like, how could she do this to me? And then I turned 24, and I looked back at 18-year-olds, and I was like, how could she do that to herself for so long? But I grew up in a Free Old Baptist family, and it was the first time I really spent a lot of time around anyone who was Catholic. It's the first time I ever heard of anything called Purgatory, and to an 18-year-old Free Old Baptist heathen, Purgatory sounded all right, because all of a sudden there was a fighting chance where there wasn't one. So she broke up with me in a true Ohio fashion. She broke up with me over biscuits and gravy to Bob Evans. So I'm a Cracker Barrel man now.
All right, for those of you who don't know what Purgatory is, he's going to explain some of it, but from what I understand in Catholicism, it's like the stage, as I understand it, and once you die, rather than the idea of like going to heaven, which is like this notion of this perfect, beautiful, wonderful, painless, sorrowless place, there's like a halfway house. That's kind of how I understand it. I know that might be a crass way of putting it. Please don't be offended. But it's sort of like a place where you go, and before you could get to heaven, I got the sense where it's sort of like people can still pray for you down here on earth to get into heaven, and it's like a cleansing place, I guess, where you're further cleansed. I don't know how the judgment works as far as whether you could get into heaven from there. This, according to, Catholic theology. So, here we go.
Bitter about it, and I don't care. And I didn't write this for her, I wrote it for Purgatory. It's called Purgatory.
Fast-moving song.
We pray for me when the roots of the oak and the rib cage are braiding. If I can think, Lord knows that I will fondly pray for you. High on the hill where the foxhorn's blowing down in the grave to lay me low. Catholic girl, pray for me, you're my only hope for heaven.
There you go.
When I was a boy, I'd drink and love and smoke and snort my fill. But all the while, I kept in mind the Lord's redeeming grace. High on the hill where the foxhorn's blowing down in the city where the heathens go. Catholic girl, pray for me, you're my only hope for heaven.
That's honest, man. That line.
Do you reckon he lets free will boys mope around in Purgatory?
Free will. All right, before it gets going, too, I just want to point something out, too, so you can go through this the way I'm going through it. But the speed of a song, just like the speed of a narrative when you're reading a novel, when you're reading a book and the novelist has short sentences. That's for an effect in some ways. Sometimes it's to speed up the motion, the sense of how quickly action is happening. And it's the same thing. It isn't just like Tyler decided, hey, I want to play really fast today. It's fitting the song. He's communicating something just through the speed at which he's playing. It gets your heart rate up.
I know that hell is just as real as I'm surely breathing, but I've heard tell of the middle ground I think will work for me. When the time has come for changing worlds, I'll hedge my bets with a Catholic girl. Catholic girl, pray for me, you're my only hope for heaven.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. Just, what do you say? And Tyler's got so many songs, and all artists do. I mean, for every one that makes it onto a record, there's probably, what would the number be? 50 to 100? But he just cranks these things out. So some people, they sort of see life in a different way. Like they can take these ethereal concepts and bring them down to earth, put them into words so that we can understand what they're saying. I just get the sense that he sees colors when he sees or thinks in words. I don't know how else to say it because he's just different. Catholic, but the honesty with which he sings or reveals, you know, you're my only chance for heaven. Translation, I'm a bad dude and I'm going to need help to get in. That's also humility too. Like I can't do it on my own. I'm going to need your help. Raised in a Baptist family, as he said in the beginning, there was no hope for him because he was snorting, drinking, smoking, all that stuff, which I suppose that in Baptist, that makes you a really bad person and God doesn't like you. Doesn't happen to be my view. I don't know what God likes or doesn't like fully. How could I, you know? I tend to think that we attribute to God what we ourselves want. I don't know, without going too deep into that, but it is the subject matter of the song. What do I rate a song like this, man? I'm going with 8.6, flashed into my mind instantly. He had my attention. I have a feeling he wrote the song pretty quickly once he decided to write it. And given his honesty, his intellect, his artistry, his just live out there on the edge of that limb, I think he can write these songs very quickly, and they're brilliant. Arky Mama, I hope you like that. I hope you don't get mad at my commentary. I believe in kindness, I guess that's it. And I don't judge other people. It's just not me. I don't know what they've been through. I would never say you're going to hell. I have certain people who I'm like, I don't cry when they die. Let's put it that way, because they're really bad people. In fact, sometimes I'm like, good, you're gone. But you got to be really, in my estimation, have done horrendous things for me to get to that point. If you drink or do drugs, you're not in that category. If you're hurting other people, that's a problem for me. But that's it. Purgatory, another light subject. All right. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you on another video, I hope, and keep rocking the country.